up anyway. So they had Bean, the one-trick Lucio, right? That's that Bean. Surprising. Oh, you're gonna have to give me another minute or two. I'm bleeding. Fuck. Sorry. Fucker. Well, we'll just watch it. Be fine. Are you already watching? Oh, okay. I'll wait then. Let me know when you're watching.
Ready for battle.
You're good. Fair. So what do you so Discord doesn't work for you? Oh. Gotcha. Alright, you ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Sorry, I need to see comps. Okay, they went for the Bastion one, that's right. Bastion, Ryan, Arisa. Okay. Okay, you don't want to go for the roll through once we got that sleep. If anything, you just poke out the bat, force him outside, leave the Bastion where he is. Let's go back and look at shield usage. Just gonna slow it down a little bit so it's easier to watch. Okay. Yep, you just keep. Yep. Yeah, right there. You didn't need to do that. You could have just forced out the BAP. Also, you didn't need to pop adaptive shields. You want to make sure you're using shields at. Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be doing this a lot just because I have a bloody nose. So make sure when you're using adaptive shield, you're using it at like the very last second. So I explained this to Neem as in when you watch Ameng, anytime he pops adaptive shields, he's doing it at like the pinnacle of when he needs to use it. You don't always need to use shields when you either duel someone or when you're taking some poke. You just want to use it like at the very last second. That's going to get max value in order to help you, because right now with your grapples off cooldown, you just use shields. Yes, you got a decent adaptive shield with it, but if you go back in against this Bastion, you're kind of going to get cocked. So you want to save it until you have to go super aggressive on this Bastion when we're actually, up there in order to do it. Right now, I mean, you still have Laz coming out of, almost out of spawn in a sense. I'm fine with the roll through. Just poke from the side. Good. Unlucky that you momentum stopped. Okay, that whole rolling around, I understand you were probably trying to either go for the slam out of the pit onto them. That's not going to do anything against double shield because it's not going to hit. And then you try to do the roll off the top. Okay. Slowing down. So you were lagging on Ilios too? Fuck me. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, this is fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with all of this. That was fine, it was just shields. And then you were lagging, so I'm not gonna really say much about the slam. Good spot. I would even say you can go a little bit more aggressive to do a peek, especially for around the corner. Gotcha. Okay, don't chase the ball. Forget the ball. Right now, you just want to be harassing the BAP. That's honestly about it. I don't know why you stayed in there so long. I'm fine with that adaptive shield. You might not have made it out otherwise. Bad grapple. Good attempt on the body block. Unlucky. Yeah, just get healed up before you go in. No, okay, stop doing the straight ahead, not stop, but for the most part, when you see a clump of enemies like that, you want to go for a poop and scoop. You don't want to go for a straight roll through. Um, do you understand what I mean by a poop and scoop? Okay, and again, you don't need to be pressuring tanks here. You want to be either putting pressure on the Kree or on the bat, either one. Yeah, like this. That's the poop and scoop I'm talking about. You could have saved mines. Don't. Okay, once the Kree has immortality like that, don't even worry about shooting him. Just again, focus the field. Slam. Again, didn't need shields where I paused. You would have made it out fine. They're down two people. You didn't need to commit shields like that. Need to get used to knowing when. So like when a squishy is low enough that just a regular fireball is going to kill them. You've done this a couple of times where you don't get them low enough in order to one shot them with the fireball. So you just need to get a hang of that a little bit better. I want to know why your shields are on cooldown. Okay. Okay, you used it beforehand. Yeah, okay, then that's fine. That's understandable. You got shredded. Yeah. You're just setting mines down instead of going for a high slam. Yes, this is covering the area and it's covering it fine, but it besides the spread of mines, it doesn't matter in this situation how spread your mines are. You're looking for the factor that they're not going to be able to run out of mines by doing the mines and then pile drive, because it gives your mines, of course, time to detonate. Go ahead and say what you're going to say. Sure. I think in that situation they wouldn't have. Hold on. Okay, that's because of how you started the grapple. When I pause, you started it low just for a straight fireball through. Again, just keep rolling forward and then go for that grapple. And when you pop mines, the hog still makes it through point. Okay, Split away. Gotcha. Sure. Yep. Dude, you can tell Bean is just a fucking greedy little bitch. Good move. Oh, it is last fight, so never mind, I understand why. So again, when someone's low like that and a whole hog, just shoot him. Don't even try to waste fireball. Because instead you could go for a fireball or a scoop onto the hog into the pit. That was a good move, going after the supports, at least trying to contest them more. And rest. Little too close on the mines. Once you see that diva flying through, start backing up a little bit and then pop mines, because that's going to force her to either run through the mines or have to wait for her CDs to get back.
Score 0-1.
Still bleeding, not bleeding.
Ready for battle.
Good. Got some rhyme play. Please tell me swap to Lucio. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, Echo honestly does not need a Mercy pocket as much as a Pharah does. She's incredibly more aerial control mobile than Pharah, and doesn't have to play in the sky at all times. Like, okay, so we switch to Sombra. Yeah, okay. Yep. Yeah, it helps, but if you're running a brawl comp, you just stick with it. Which, I mean, it's fine. It worked out anyway. Good pick. Okay, again, remember what I'm saying about these fire strikes. You need to be jiggle peeking. You don't just jump out and fire strike. That hog would have had a lot harder of a time to hit that hook if you just jiggle peek it. Don't just jump and fire strike. Especially against a good hog that every time you're gonna fire strike, he's gonna be looking for that hook. I'm shocked that you even managed to live through that, but you're killing the Moira. Yeah, you had already gotten one pick. Oh, dude, I thought Sunless was fucking there, Sombra. I was like, nice. I love those pins. Okay, they match the Rhine. Swing a little bit. Yeah. Shield up, get healed up a little bit, then you go in again. Big shatter. See, okay, those kind of shatters, when we've talked about before, try this, and then if it doesn't work that first time, you shouldn't go for plays like that. There are certain times when, even if it doesn't work the first time, let's say you did that after the first one didn't work out, going for that specific play is fine, because, you know, let's just go back and I'll slow it down to make it, explain it more. Did I just restart? Fuck. Go for it. I gotta fast forward anyway. Yeah, you should be keeping it for quality, not quantity. Sure, at a master's rank, but if you're gonna climb, you need the quality ones. Whatever. Either way. Okay. Okay, fuck, you just used it. Okay. Alright, let me explain this from this view. Dude, that hammer though. Thing's fucking massive. Alright, 2.5. So when this happens, we're healing up, we push forward. We fire strike, you're still low. So for them, everyone, all of them see you guys backing up right now.
Time to raise my APM.
When you go for this, so like I said, back to my scenario. Let's say you had tried this on well, and it didn't work out, right? And I've told you before, try it once. If it doesn't work out, then go back to playing a smart Rhine instead of something, just whiffing it around a corner. This is the one scenario which is fine with you doing it, just because they see you kiting backwards, and they're doing the same thing, right? They're gonna stay here. They're gonna think you're just gonna be holding around the corner until they pop around the corner. At least in a scenario like this, you can go around the corner like this, and it's perfectly fine. Also, Sunless gets a nasty fucking hack on the Sig, which allows you to just come around the corner and lay it down on him, which is perfect. Okay, I'm not sure with the Rhine damage increase if there's any breakpoints that have changed, but I'm saying damage breakpoint as in how much is it for when you hit someone with Shatter? Okay, and now it's 85. So it's back to 2 swings, right? 85, 85. Yes. Instead of what it was I think Shatter in 3. It was that before these buffs came in. No, it's 2. I think it's 2. It's 2 swings and a fire strike. I thought no damage didn't change. You're right. It was just how fast they got up. That's right. Still, even with a focus fire, or even like with one person looking, I think that damage is still going to make it a lot easier. So swinging through is going to be better than going for a pin. Which again, it worked out, but instead of going for these pins, you still want to do this damage. I feel like I have a hard time believing you knew from that shatter to in between pin and swing, you didn't, or that speed was not called. There's a difference because Maddie's around this corner. Look at this. Still, instead of going... either way, this is a massive shatter. They're not going to have any follow-up. Instead of pinning through, just swing. You don't always have to pin through to get these kills. Especially since you have follow-up. No, dude. You just can't use it. It's... Trying to think of which one. Onto the Bastion? Yeah. Not with MO. I'd rather just swing and play passive there. We're not looking at... We're not... Yes, but they still have Lamp. Nah. I don't play with your team that much, so we'll call it that. Either way, I wasn't looking to get as fat picks there. I was looking to just get the stall out. Good kill on the Sombra. Good EMP. She was inside of you. Unlucky with him pinning you, but... Dude, this Sombra's getting cocked. And no, I don't think anyone else is hit. I don't know why you did that. Like, hold on, let's go back. We'll watch that a little bit slower. Okay, if when their Ryan's backing like this, for the and he's already half health, he has no armor. He's not gonna put down shield. At least for the most part, he really shouldn't. Jesus, dude, this Sombra got cocked so many times. Alright, what's the next map? No, I'm not saying of these games. You scrimmed yesterday, right? Yeah, you're fine. I got one. I got codes from yesterday. I'll try if it's the right one, but did you tie Eichenwald? Yesterday, did you tie? Oh. Just send it. Hold on. MN0. 2 zeros? MN0 A5Q. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Traveling to Icon.
Fucker.
Ready for battle.
Oh, yes. Oh, they have Xavier. Yeah, but I like Xavier. He's a good guy. He used to play for us. Yeah. Yeah, he was my off tank for a bit. Is Stout still on their team or no? Okay. Agreed. Was he on main tank or flex support? Okay. I'm surprised why Xavier's in on fucking Orisa. He's an off tank. Okay, you did the right thing here not going in. You were hacked and can't really do much. Laz is dead. You're getting out. Yeah, yep. Fine with the fire strike. Aim your fire strike better. Okay, let me explain something for a team aspect. With this choke, although it's brutal, from right here to right around this corner is into this little room, is a very small distance you need to cover, especially since we have a Ryan and a Diva. All we need is DM and your shield to get through it. We don't need to use amp right here to get to it, because the goal of going left side when they're playing on the right is to come around this way and either hope they're slow enough on a rotation or their supports don't have enough time to back away. So when we use speed, we want to save speed for right where Chu is instead of getting through this choke, because it's such a small small distance to get through. So saving amp for at that moment instead is better than using it for that choke. Okay, I don't know why you're... I didn't know why you were holding shield. You could have gone in, you were almost full health. Yeah, you're just swinging easy on this. Don't go for a pin! Okay, I say don't go for the pin because one, he's using eat. He's not going to put damage on you. He's not going to throw rock at you. All you have to do is swing on him. Most of your team, besides Laz and you, can't do damage through him while he's using that. Don't go for this pin. Just swing on him. That's all you got to do. Okay, you want to be taking high ground still, even if you're not going to be able to do long range damage here. So, who's on point? Yeah. Just leave Maddie, I guess, on point. Yeah. Be very careful going up that right side. That they had the fire. She could have booped you off. Playing. Okay, good. We capitalized on this. Good call. I'm assuming you called this. I'm fine with this pin. You're trying to get back the cart faster. Shield up. Yep. Yeah, FAO kind of just fucked. Oh, so close. Instead of going for the fire strike there, you could have gone for the one swing, and then he was still staying low enough that you could have gone for another swing and then tried to hit the fire strike. But don't take needless poke to your shield. If you're waiting like this, just don't take needless poke. You don't have anyone besides Chase that needs to poke for ult. Which Chase is there, so but big shatter. Okay, I think you're in this mentality of when you shatter, you need to pin, and I don't care what you say about, oh, because of this, or this, or this, no. I think you're in this mentality because main tank has been stupid hard lately, especially on Ryan. You can't do anything, so you're just looking for that one value pick, and then you're calling it good. You could have swung there. Just go in and do the swings. You're going to get those kills. Ryan is much better now, especially with his damage buff. This wasn't then, but even if I just swing into it, don't even go for the pin. Yep, keep swinging. Yeah, go. No. You as the main tank, you need to be calling when we're pushing up. Okay, I don't know if you noticed. At least for the most part on Rialto today, I was calling when we need to be pushing up. Especially on that high ground. We're taking space. We're going forward. You need to be doing that. Constantly going back to point is going to make your team think, okay, we play on point. You don't play on point, especially when you win this fight here. Where you want to be playing, obviously, is going to be at most likely the right side or the left side of those two doors. So constantly going back, you need to be telling your team to start pushing forward and going to high ground, going to those chokes, that kind of thing. Because you need, and it's, I say, fuck, please tell me I didn't restart. Okay, no, good. I say this because, fuck, I just lost it, I think. I say this because eventually you do this, but you're doing it slow instead of getting up here, setting up. The faster you're doing this, the better chances you're going to have at being at a choke like this and being able to capitalize on it much better. So instead of just playing right here, Sunless could be up top on those rafters. Chase could be on the right, up on that hill. That kind of thing. Gives you more time. Which you guys don't even go to the choke. We take high ground. Who's going to need high ground? Chase isn't even rotating with you. This is pointless. I'm hoping that you just didn't see the bongo there or didn't mean to pin that. Obviously, don't pin a bongo. I'm going to slow this down. Here's something else I wanted to show you. Okay, yes. If your whole team's getting caught in the flex, which, let's double check to make sure it is. 2 and I guess where the fuck is everyone? Oh. Why was Maddie here? That's like Sombra positioning. That's not this comp positioning. Yeah, I don't get that. That was just weird. If you're trying to play out of EMP range, that was good positioning. If you're just doing that because of what? I don't know. That was just weird. Okay. So here's the when this bomb is going in like this is your opportunity to try to swing on Bongo. Yes, you're low, but you have Ko. Bomb is going in. It's a distraction. They're worried about their lives instead of worrying about you. Swing on this Bongo and destroy it. Again, you try to go for the pin on the Sig, but even if you land the pin on that Sig, that's not a good pin. Just because, one, you're in their team now, they're all going to turn towards you, peel for the Sig, and Sunless just died here. I thought you were going to get... Yep. Go next.
This is not over.
Someone get that payload moving again. Behind you.
Come out and face me.
Don't take needless poke to your shield. You're not okay. Holding your shield up there is gonna do nothing for your team, unless they are like right on your ass. Ooh, voice crack. Unless they're right on your ass, hiding beneath your shield, you're not gonna do much for them. So just put shield down and walk forward so you don't take as much damage. Because at that point, it's just gonna be Chu's job to eat the damage. Massive. Bad from them. Okay, when this amp is up, you just want to be your sole focus instead of just shielding up here is shield hopping to the amp matrix. And okay, so I guess it's just easier to show you as it happens. Okay, this is popped. So once this matrix is popped, we don't have speed. I get that, but since we have the diva that's going to mitigate some of this damage, you do your couple swings. Okay, so Chu is making this space for you by pushing into them and doing some more damage. They already down 2. They have 4 people. You just need to be looking to push forward and helping Chu and getting past that matrix. See, if you did that, Sunless wouldn't have died, but it doesn't matter in the long term. Good pin. But just that one little interaction. Once that matrix goes up, your job is to try to get there and get past the matrix. So they're, 1, not going to utilize it, and 2, not going to shred your shield, and then you. Again, you don't need to be shielding here. Put down shield, charge it up. Honestly, I probably would even push forward to go for Fire Strike. Bruh. You're feeding. You're feeding. Where you took the last fight on second, they had an opportunity to recontest. Since they didn't have a Lucio, they weren't going to be able to touch, or they weren't going to have a good fight when they touched. So your mind needs to be thinking, okay, they didn't touch. They had opportunity to touch. They're going to have a full six players. Yes, you could just if you were here, you probably would just wave this off. Yeah, stupid play. You need to be thinking about this, especially if this were to happen in a game. You just mega threw your snowball. You need to think that they have the full 6 since they didn't contest and they had time to contest. That you pinning into this, all that's gonna happen is all of them are gonna turn around and start shooting you. Like, just that was just a bad play. Don't do that.
Again!
Oh, this is my jam.
Bad fire strike. You wanna even if you're jiggle peeking, you wanna be lining up your fire strike, thinking in your head where the path of the fire strike is gonna go. That fire strike, you're looking to hit fucking Bap jumping or Mercy flying across. You're not gonna be hitting anyone with that. You didn't have beat, so that's fine. Just try to push this. And future call, junk isn't the call here. I would go with the Reaper or a May and automatically drop the Widow. Widow has no great sightlines here. Don't know how you didn't get hit by that. Another rotation. With their poke comp, they're gonna have all, well, let's say FAO was on something else like a Hanzo. They're gonna have all 5 of their players at that choke spamming the bridge. So just to avoid the bridge, go out right door of spawn and come this way. Yeah, it might take a little bit longer, but you're also not feeding them all charge. Good bait. I don't know if you're trying to bait that. You probably could have hit that shatter because it didn't look like they had shields. Yeah, I don't know why I do not know why you needed to push up to that. Yeah, he would have blocked that. Yeah, you're at 200 HP. I don't know why you're rotating left. That's not going to do anything for you. I understand you're trying to drop down and look for the shatter, but that's just telegraphed at that point. Like, yeah, this is your fault. You shouldn't have gone top left. Just stick at payload, or rotate right side and hug the wall, because most of their players aren't going to be... So if you hug this right wall, none of their players are going to be out this far to be able to shoot you over here. All of them are going to be looking through this angle. They're not going to be looking through this angle. So instead of going left, go right. Don't go upstairs when you're that low. And look, they just won that fight with 1 ult. 2 ults. Sorry, they used both support ults. And we need to be swapping off this Widow. Like, this is not doing us any good. Eichenwald, that's different. You have many different angles you can hold in order to do that. Again, tell your team to rotate right if you know. Yeah, again, against this spam comp, just rotate right. Because also, when you rotate right, you're not risking a Lucio going for a play and trying to boop you. You're not risking an Orisa pull, if Orisa pull was actually good, hitting you. You're not risking any CC knocking you off the map compared to going right side. Good. That was a better fire strike to start. You are one lucky son of a bitch. Yeah, try not. I just wouldn't get caught in that. We had beat. No! That's actually fine. I'm fine with it. Shield. Oh, that was already fired. Never mind. I would have 180 chattered. Yeah. We cleaned up anyway, but... Yeah. No, okay, and when I say this, I'll explain, but you haven't made this many mistakes on Ryan in a while. This is nice.
Hey, come on now.
This means I actually have something to coach.
Hello.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think that's why Xavier's in, is because it allows them to play a Hog and Sig. But this team is like practically in the Stone Ages with their comps if they're still playing that shit. Make sure you're calling pulls. Didn't need Fortify. Okay, I'll explain the same thing I explained in name. Fortify and Orissa's armor is supposed to be cycled, okay? You don't want to use, for the most part, what your armor is basically a mini Fortify. That's going to still, be very hard for them to burst you down with any kind of poke, especially Afara, and once they do get you to that 200, and you need to pop Fortify, that's when you pop it. You should be trying to wait it out Fortify until you're about, like, 250 health, instead of popping it this early. Good pull. Yeah, you guys should be winning the shield trade here, even with their Hog. Because even with their Pharah, for the most part, the Pharah is going to be up in the sky, not shooting shields. I was fine with that Fortify. That Fortify was just for you to get aggressive. That was good. Yeah, you want to kite. You don't want to wait. Nope, don't play here. Yep. Shield down, shield down. Unlucky. Yeah, FAU is fucking seems like a fucking far one trick. I played him against him a lot of time, a lot lately in comp.
Stop the payload.
I don't even know how Chase got that pick. Bad pull. Ah, okay, not a bad pull. All right, Chase wants to fuck. Wait on Bongo. Okay, good prediction. Or good reaction. Not the best. It's an okay Bongo. I'm fine with it. Good aim on the Zen. Shield up ahead, shield up ahead, shield up ahead. Okay, in a sense, Sig shield is a lot more important than Orisa shield. At least for when incoming damage. Because Orisa shield is replenishable easy. Every 9 seconds, you're popping that bitch out. Choose shield, he has to constantly let sit for, I think before he gets, what is it? No, that's just for when it breaks. It takes 2 seconds for Sig shields to start recharging before, it takes 2 seconds before Sig shield can recharge, so it's more of he needs to be managing that more than you do. You just need to be popping that out. Yours is almost more of a throwable compared to, or at least a throwaway compared to Choose shield, which his needs to recharge. Making sure you place that shield down and letting his recharge is more important than going for a pull, or just pull and shield at the same time. You can do that. Your shield broke. When you use Fortify, and the Hog did still try to go for the hook. Against a better Hog, you're gonna want to try to wait that hook out. And then, okay, so there's either 2 options here. But when you use that Fortify, your shield breaks, and you're using Fortify to react to the hook, or you're using Fortify because your HP is at what it's at now. That's when you're going to be using Fortify, not just because your shield broke, you need to pop Fortify. You should be glad you did not hit the up top. Good trade. Yeah, we still lose that.
Analyzing previous combat performance.
No, they shouldn't have been peeking that. Yeah, go out left door. Or right door, not left.
You're not getting away.
Good bait. You want to be pushing your shield out further. This cock blocks you from being able to touch point here. Or it forces out 4 to 5 quicker. Nobody touches? Okay, we touch. 2 cracks. 2 cracks. My god, dude. It's honestly, it's crazy how good Chu is. He just needs to get his ult management better and he's set. Alt usage, not management. Again, same thing as Rialto. This point has a good, a very advantageous, aggressive hold that you need to do. So if you remember on Rialto, I wanted to hold up there because of the bridge and none of their characters being able to cross it easily, right? In a sense, this is almost the same way. If you hold here, you're not gonna. It's not gonna be more likely that you get picks like we were on Rialto. But the off chance that you do manage to get that pick is going to set them back, right? And it still gives you a chance to rotate back through this way once they get underneath you, and if you don't get the pick. So instead of playing on cart, I would try to push up maybe a little bit.
Rally at my position.
Which you do. Again, see, it's that same thing. It's the how slow you're doing it.
Please move behind the barrier.
Bad shield, just because you guys are all exposed here. So one thing that you could do, I understand that you don't want to miss shield and throw it down there instead. Any kind of area like this, you want to be trying to shoot it like at this brick, so that it's just going to hit the brick and it's still going to be angled so it blocks you guys. Because I understand throwing it fast is going to be a lot harder. Okay, they're already up here. I really hope they don't C9 this. They're gonna C9 it. Yep. Way to go. Again, didn't need fortify there. He had already used hook. Alright, the man's not a Pharaoh on trick. Also, third point, tell Chase to switch off Tracer. This isn't a great Tracer map just because you... honestly, you don't have many flank angles. You don't have many options for flank angles. You only have, for where the card is now, you only have that left side. For where you guys are right now, you only have the right side for a flank. Which against a better team, they're going to have someone checking that flank constantly, so to at least contest Chase, he's not going to be able to do much on Tracer. So something like an Ashe would be better here instead. You had shield up for way too long that you could have been able to pop that out. I don't know how Bongo survived. Chu kind of clutched with the eat. Good, like that. That's the shield I was talking about for that high ground. Shooting it and aiming it at like something that's next to the edge. That's going to be able to keep you from it. Nah, Fire Strike's not going to hit anything. Don't worry about it. So when you're going for a pull here, okay, actually this is actually a better explanation of the Rialto bridge. So when they come across, they have all of this space to take. If they don't take this left side, doing what you're doing now with the amp is gonna help your team out immensely and probably get you a pick here. When you go for a pull on this bridge on the edge of the map, instead of pulling right here, like in this gap, you want to do it right here because there's the weird interaction that when you get pulled up here, you slide off of this instead of when you get pulled here. For some reason, this little edge is bullshit. It basically goes out like another inch or two, and you pulling them off right here is going to give that slide down and more than likely kill them. Good. Also, you want to save pull for after you use the Amp Matrix, because as soon as they start pushing forward, let's say they use resources, or let's say they have a Lucio, they're going to be able to speed and then go right side. You saving that pull is going to be able to stop their momentum from going forward. Unlucky you had to reload, but nice, good kill. That was a good use of an aggressive fortify was needed. Too high on the pull. Yeah, I would go for a pull out. Yep, just like that. Okay, this is where you back. This is where. Yep. You don't want to hold this close at this choke. They're gonna win this. Yep. Yeah. Once where you got that pull on the Zen, that's after that you want to start backing up. You don't get that pick, their Rhines are going to be coming back and they're going to win a brawl at that choke compared to playing back here further apart. They're still using shield, that kind of thing.
Analyzing previous combat performance. Barrier activated.
Pull above, pull above, pull above. Against Ryan or Rissa, you want to be pulling above because that's pulling them away from... So, you pulling them up, you're going to have the whole animation of them coming up, which basically your pull gives your team time to back up. So, them going up in the air lets your team start backing some more. As soon as they drop, they're going to have to regain their momentum to walk forward. Once they do, your team should be safe. A decently safe amount of distance away from the Ryan's camera swings. Or pull him back like you did there. Good pull. Don't shoot the SIGs, eat. Yep, keep pushing, keep pushing. This is where I love going for those pulls. When they're starting to run, I would have gone for the pull on the Kree if I had it up. I don't really think you need to pull on the Ana. You had follow-up. Somebody was about gonna hit the bitch. Dude, I don't know why people run double flex support. Like, literally the only thing they need to beat you guys is a Lucio. Good pull. Yeah, just focus. No, 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 no! Focus the Kree. You would have killed the Kree. Oh, he totally would have killed the Kree. He has Shatter. You should know that. Just, yeah, this is good. I'm glad somebody called this. I would bongo as soon as that Ryan gets through there. Right now. Exactly right now is when I... Good. Nice, good fortify. Shield. Woo! I don't know how we didn't die from that. Good pull. Good setup with the flex. You could have stuck on Arissa here, honestly, or just switch over to Ryan. Either one would have been fine. Nice. That was good. For Ryan, unbind pin. That's the big thing. Stop pinning so much. Just go for the simple swings. You don't need to constantly be pinning into them. When you're playing up against the Amp Matrix, because if this BAP nerf doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, I can definitely see BAP Lucio being meta with a Rhine than Ana or Moira. So whenever they have that Amp Matrix up, your goal is to, if you can, either you're getting the cover, or if it's viable, you want to be pushing up past their Amp Matrix so that you're not getting your shield poked down, you're not getting damaged. Because think if they were to run like a Rhine Sig there, and the Rhine didn't die when they had that Amp Matrix, by you pushing forward past that, or by you not pushing forward and they broke your shield, that would have gave your their Rhine a free shatter. That's just small interactions, but Fire Strike, make sure you're jiggle peeking corners. The last VOD review I did, you're still not doing it. I iterated it in that. You need to be doing these jiggle peaks because, one, it gives less spam onto you, less alt charge for them. You're not risking any you know, widow headshots, hog hooks, that kind of thing. Shatters, make sure you're going for quality over quantity. Because even though you're throwing these out to hit shields, if you were saving it for a moment where it's needed, you're going to have it instead of, oh shit, I just used Shatter 2 seconds ago because I was an impatient dumbass who didn't want to wait. No, instead, just go for those quality shatters. Like, it literally just, all I'm picturing right now is that the Sully from Monsters Inc. Meme where he's just chef kiss. Yes, you want to go for those shatters. You don't want to go for those quality or the quantity shatters. That's all I have for Ryan. For Orisa, for those dangerous corners that you don't want to shoot shield past, try to hit something or look for a good spot where you can shoot the shield and it's still further up so you can peek out and not expose your head. Fortify usage, make sure the sweet spot for when to hit it is about 250 because that's going to give you that 50% damage reduction. Pulls, for pulls, I think you're mostly fine on the pulls. They were just small things that you either pull too high, you didn't need pull, that kind of thing, which that's just small things that eventually you yourself are going to get used to. I can point them out, but other than that, I can't do much else to help you with it. Shield, you do it, so I'll explain it through this. How both you and Naeem, more you than Naeem at this point, both of you are doing this, but I see you doing this a little bit more. Is okay, enter the practice range. Is again, I'll just wait. So there's no shields up. And you guys are still prioritizing doing the damage instead of shooting your shield out. So you'll have shield out, and let's say it comes off your cooldown. Like, do you know what I mean? You guys are very slow at when shield comes off cooldown and you guys are pushing forward. That's Orisa's space. That's her space taker. Is she's popping shield ahead so that she's taking this space. So let's say you don't have any of this space right here. By you pushing your shield forward when they start to kite back where the bot is, this is you taking all of this space, right? This is you pushing forward. Instead, what both of you are doing is, you're like, let's say either shield's down or it's on cooldown, right? All of you guys are just pushing forward, and then eventually you're putting it down. All it takes, like, I'll wait for it to come off CD again. All it takes is that. You can still keep shooting. It's just like a tiny little flick. You're shooting, flick, back to shooting. It'll take you a second once you flick to come back up and redo it. So like doing that, and then you flick down, and then it's gonna take you to it's gonna take you a second to readjust. But still, that shield is gonna do a lot instead of you just taking space. Oh, I need to put shield down. Okay, put shield down. You're just slow on the draw. Bongo, honestly, I didn't really think you were on Orisa too long in order to me point out something bad. Any of them that you had, for the most part, were decent. There's just maybe one that was not good, but it wasn't exactly your fault. Ball again with the shields. Again with the shields, if you're not, like, you want to use it at the last second, that you're in danger, right? At this point, I don't even know why I'm on ball. You want to be using it at the last second when you're in danger, and not just like, oh, coming around a corner, oh, I'm in a duel, oh, need to pop shields. No, Like you have such a massive health pool that wasting shields on one duel isn't gonna do much. You want to make sure you're saving it for the optimal amount or the optimal time to use it. Yeah, you like that little tech there? I know you like that little tech there. I just switched to the side to get in. Yeah, daddy. I know you like that. Okay, I messed it up there. Okay, so same thing with your grapple is the same thing with your pins. You don't have to constantly be, you know, if it's a small amount of damage, so the enemy is that low, or like, you know, anything below half health, just shoot the bitch. You don't have to go for a roll through. And make sure you know, start working on getting it, understanding when an enemy is low enough to fireball them and kill them. It's safe to say, for the most part, you want to go for poop and scoops for engages instead of, you know, your regular roll through. Honestly, and yeah, I didn't have any monkey play, so that's all I have on those characters. I'm not saying you played bad, but there was just quite a few mistakes that you were making. That just cleans up. It's gonna help you play a lot more. But that's all.